Ghosts. Sharks. Movie tropes that go back decades, proven staples in their genres that are beloved by fans. But the movie we will be looking at today asks the age-old question.
Will it blend?
That's right. Ghost sharks. Today's movie is called Ouija Shark, and oh boy, is it bad. But believe me when I tell you, you're gonna want to stick around to the end of the video because, oh my god, the ending of this movie is absolutely insane. And just to get it out of the way, I know that low-budget monster movies are a niche and it's all part of the fun, but it's also really fun to poke fun at them, so without further ado, it's time to jump into the shark-infested waters of Ouija Shark. So after the opening credits, right off the bat we start with a shot of a car pulling up with the cameraman's feet in the reflection. Great job, guys! And we meet our main character Jill, who's headed to the beach to meet some friends, but when they don't show up immediately, she decides,
screw it. Time waits for no man.
And with that, she strolls down to the beach in a needlessly long walking sequence. So as Jill would say,
screw it. Time waits for no man.
So down at the beach, Jill tries to lay down and relax for a minute before walking into the water barefoot over the rockiest beach I have ever seen. So anyway, Jill and her presumably aching feet go for a little dip in the water, and judging by the hue of the water, takes a piss. But then, walking out of the water, Jill gets jump scared by driftwood. But lo and behold, it's not just driftwood. It's a Ouija board. So yeah, it's getting spooky. Jill starts to pack up her things to leave before she has a little Bilbo Baggins moment with the Ouija board.
After all, why not? Why shouldn't I keep it?
And with that, she decides to take the Ouija board with her, and shortly after, receives a call from the friends she was supposed to meet here, and I think it becomes immediately obvious why they weren't able to find each other.
Look, where are you guys? I thought we were meeting all at the parking lot in the forest.
The parking lot in the forest. That has got to be the most vague description of a location ever. Hey guys, where the hell are you? My instructions were very clear. We were gonna meet at the boulder in the swamp. Ugh. It looks like it's just you and me. So from there, Jill heads to a house where she meets her old college roommate Kim and Kim's friends Jen, Donna, and Tiff. Kim explains to her friends that the house belongs to a friend of her parents and she's just watching the house right now. After a bit of banter and some horrendous acting, Tiffany runs ahead to get to the pool, but she gets sidetracked when she sees the neighbor hosing down a Honda Civic. Tiff must be down bad if seeing a guy lazily hose down his Civic gets her this turned on, but believe me, the worst is Honda way. From here, it cuts back to the rest of the ladies who are swimming and having fun in a unnecessarily long pool sequence. And it's probably worth addressing. It seems like a lot of these shots are just an excuse to have the actresses in bathing suits, and it doesn't serve the plot at all. Case in point, when we cut back to Tiff, she has decided to help this neighbor wash his car, and of course removes her top to have a needless, stupid car wash sequence in her bra. I don't know, I guess she thought it was her civic duty. Okay, enough car puns, I'm gonna go ahead and jump forward. So after the pool and car wash scenes, Jill decides she's tired and she goes inside to take a nap, while Donna goes to make some food on the barbecue. While inside sleeping, Jill has a nightmare where she, very conveniently, dreams of all the shots from her at the beach earlier. Except this time, it ends with a big ol' shark mouth coming at her. We then cut to a scene of Donna at the barbecue that is just truly baffling.
Guys, burgers are ready. Hello? Hello?
That was incredible. I could not eat another bite.
What the hell was that? First of all, what is she looking at? She just looks aimlessly up at the wall, announces burgers are ready, and then gets immediately scared when her friends don't respond. It's just so unnatural and weird for them too, to cut from there to them finished eating? Why? I don't understand. Anyways, at this point, Jill decides it's time to tell them about the Ouija board she found down at the beach. And they all sit down and try to summon a spirit. They start asking the spirit of the Ouija board questions, and when they ask how it died, it answers.
Hungry? Weird.
And after playing with the board a bit more, something kind of weird happens.
Everybody close your eyes and concentrate.
I guess they get hit with a flashbang by the shark.
Throwing flashbang.
Watch out, Ghost Shark got tacticals. But presumably, they have now awoken the spirit of a hangry ghost shark. From here, we cut to later that night as Jill wakes up from another nightmare. She's really freaked out from it, so she decides to call her dad to get some reassurance, and he responds like a totally normal human person.
I just had a terrible dream.
Dreams can be a doorway to the unconscious mind. I've told you that before.
So based on that, I'm 99% sure that Jill's dad is an alien wearing human skin, but anyways, she tells her dad all about finding the Ouija board at the beach, the board shaking when they used it, and the shark in her dream. And I guess her dad is some sort of ghost expert because he says he's gonna look into it and do some research. So after that scene, we cut to a scene with a guy and a girl in a park. They seem to be on like a first date, and the guy is super awkward and he wants to confess his feelings, but right when he's about to confess his feelings, he sees something.
What the hell is that?
You wanted to ask me what the hell is that? What the hell is what?
Yup, that's what the ghost shark looks like. And they do the only logical thing a person can do when seeing CGI that bad. Run for your life. It cuts to an amazing chase sequence where the guy's running away from the shark. Eventually, he gets behind a tree to hide, but the ghost shark finds him. And I guess vaporizes him or something because the screen flashes white and our boy is gone. And after seeing the guy she came to the park with get phased out of existence, the girl seems to think she's in the Harry Potter universe now because she picks up a twig and starts brandishing it like a wand. But unfortunately for her, it doesn't go so great. Yikes. I guess she didn't study hard enough in Defense Against the Shark Arts. After that, we cut back to the main cast at the house, where Donna is enjoying a joint by the pool. But shortly after, Donna sees something really subtle that's out of the ordinary. See if you can catch it.
Well, there's something you don't see every day.
And Donna sees nothing strange about the giant ghost shark in the pool. She even offers it a hit from her joint.
Want a hit?
Like, Donna, the shark told you guys he was hungry, and now you're giving him the munchies?
What are you doing?
So inevitably, Donna ends up getting eaten. And it seems to be a running theme of this movie that anytime they don't want to animate something and a character dies, the screen just flashes white and the character is gone. Like, can you imagine if I did that? Anytime I didn't want to write commentary for a part, I just... Upon waking up, Jill can't find her Ouija board, so she immediately accuses all of her friends of moving it, but they haven't seen it. They then go to make breakfast, but they realize there's no food in the house, so Jen offers to go pick up groceries.
I'll go get some groceries and bring back some breakfast.
Meanwhile, Jill's dad is researching ghost sharks. Research might be a bit of a stretch, but we see him reading a website about sharks, and then he pulls out tarot cards, laying down one to represent the past, the present, and the future. When he flips the cards, he sees that he's gotten the world, the devil, and death.
Oh no.
After that, we see the mother of the wand girl we saw die earlier, searching for her daughter, and she asks a cop for some assistance in finding her.
It's my daughter, Cassie. She went out with a friend and we haven't heard from her all day.
And this cop just responds with such compassion and professionalism.
Well, you know how kids are.
Your daughter is fine, ma'am. What, do you think she got turned into like a bucket of blood by a ghost shark? The cop then makes a phone call and immediately passes the buck to his partner and brother-in-law, Jed, who is getting drunk in the middle of the day on shift.
Hey, Jed, where are you? I'm in the middle of a case.
That's right, I'm in the middle of a case, and God help me, I'm gonna get to the bottom of it. After some more whining about having to do his actual job and not get drunk in the middle of the day, and after absolutely crushing another beer,
Hell yeah, brother.
he eventually leaves to go investigate the missing girl, but on his way out, he, pisses in a stairwell. And midstream, the ghost shark phases through the wall and Jed meets an untimely end, but not before giving us the best death scream of the whole movie. The munching sounds, I can't. Sounds like biting into an apple. But the rampage is far from over, because we cut back to Jen, whose walk to get breakfast, for some reason, took her through the middle of a forest. Guess the parking lot in the forest from earlier? It's actually a 7-Eleven. But Jen's quest for breakfast will be in vain, because guess who? So after yet another brief chase scene of her running away from the shark, and just like that, no more Jen. And even more tragically, no breakfast. Back at the house, Jill and Kim are having coffee in the backyard when Jill gets a call from her dad. Her dad is in a panic after what he saw on the tarot cards, and he tells her she has to find out who the Ouija board originally belonged to. And the part that gets me about all this is all of this is happening from the perspective of two characters who have not seen the ghost shark or know about any of its victims. Like, all her dad heard was that she was playing with a Ouija board and then she had a scary shark dream. Like, how are they going to explain how he knows so much about all of this?
Your family has a history with the occult. That's probably why the board was drawn to you in the first place.
Oh yeah, magic. That clears everything up. But after the phone call, we cut back and Kim has decided to go for a swim. And so much happens in like a few seconds, and I'll do my best to break it down for you guys.
Oh my god, Donna! Kim, no!
Holy shit. Okay, first of all, her reaction to seeing a severed arm in the pool sounds like the squeal of a little kid seeing a mouse. Like, Kim, someone is dead. Someone's dead, Kim. And then Jill immediately goes, "Oh my god, Donna," upon seeing a severed arm in the pool. Like, how did she know that was Donna's arm? That quickly? Like, I guess Donna just has really recognizable arms. Donna got them dollar store Halloween decoration looking arms for real. And then Kim's first reaction being to reach out into the pool to, I guess, grab the severed arm. I don't know, I guess she thought Donna needed a hand. So Jill runs from the yard and is greeted by,
Hey!
Tiff. You guys remember Tiff, the one who went to seductively watch the neighbor's Civic and has been missing from the movie ever since? Yeah, she's back. Deal with it.
What did I miss?
Oh, what did you miss? Not a lot. All your friends are dead. And there's no breakfast. So after that, we get a couple shots of the first cop looking for the missing girl after his partner didn't show up. And we see that Jill and Tiff are running away from the ghost shark into the exact same forest as the cop. And after running away for a while, they stop and try to hide and stay quiet, but Tiff won't shut up.
Ghost sharks? Who even thought that was a thing?
So we get an incredible shot of the shark flying overhead. Just watch. Alright, I'll say it. Avengers Endgame walked, so Ouija Shark could run. So, after Jill and Tiff do even more running away, Tiff goes for the classic trope of dramatically falling down.
No, we have to stick together!
Hey guys, Future James here. I'm just editing the video right now, and I really should be doing the dishes, but I'm kind of sympathizing with Tiff here because every time I go to do the dishes, this happens. Alright, time to do these dishes. And inevitably, Tiff gets bodied by the shark.
Oh no.
That was the oh no of an actress realizing her biggest plot point in this movie was hosing down a sedan. But Jill makes it back to her car, and does she drive away or call for help? Nope. She decides to gear up in leather and pull out a pump-action shotgun from her car. I feel like if guns worked on ghosts, Insidious would have been a way shorter movie. Like, can you imagine the second that Darth Maul looking fucker popped up in the kitchen, Rose Byrne just pops his ass? But nevertheless, Jill decides going Rambo is the move. So Jill walks back into the forest, shotgun in tow, when this mysterious hooded man comes out of nowhere. And he has the Ouija board! He reveals to Jill that he was the original owner of the Ouija board, and he was the one who trapped the spirit of the shark inside. But right after the hooded man explains this, we're greeted with the same shark flying overhead shot as before. But when she looks back down, the hooded man is gone, and the board is on the ground where he stood. After this, we cut back to Jill's dad, who's now visiting a psychic who he immediately dunks on.
I can feel the otherworldly forces all dancing around you.
You can save the dramatics for the rubes.
The psychic ponders her orb for a bit, and she can see that his daughter is in danger. He asks her what they can do to help, and she says she can try to distract it, but if the shark becomes aware of their interference, it could come for them. From there, we cut back to Jill, who is trying to use the shotgun against the ghost shark, but it's working about as well as using normal type attacks on a ghost Pokemon. But when she tries a new method, it works, at least for now. Jill manages to hide in some cabin she found, and we cut back to Jill's dad and the psychic. The psychic tells Jill's dad that the shark has become aware of their interference, and it's going to come for them, so she has to take her hands off the orb. But Jill's dad is not about to let his daughter become shark bait, so he does the only thing he can think to do.
Hey! Over here! Fresh meat! Come on, you son of a...
I feel like the grand heroic gesture might be slightly undercut by him dying in the most ridiculous way possible. And what makes it even better is the psychic's reaction to her client dying right before her eyes.
Mama told me there'd be days like this.
Mom, when I grow up, I want to be a psychic. Aw, that's great, sweetie. Just know that some days a man will come in whose daughter is being hunted by a ghost shark, awoken from a Ouija board she found in a lake. And to save her, he's gonna grab your orb from you, but it's gonna summon the ghost shark into your room, and he's gonna be killed brutally before your very eyes. Do you still want to be a psychic?
You still want to be a psychic?
Anyways, we're approaching the climax of the movie now, and we see the cop from earlier getting chased through the forest by the ghost shark, until he ends up at the same cabin as Jill. She tries to fill him in on what's going on, and he asks,
How is this possible?
Magic.
"It's not a nonsensical plot. It's magic." After that, Jill says she has to use the board to defeat the shark, but she doesn't have that little piece you move around on top of it, but the cop just has a great suggestion.
Use this.
Who let this fucking guy be a cop? So they start using the Ouija board and asking if there's any other spirits out there that can help them, and that's when the Ouija board spells out.
Dad.
She has a moment grieving her father, and the board spells out, "I love you." And it's nice to know that her dad has moved on to a better place, and whatever the afterlife may be, I'm sure it's beautiful and it's peaceful and... Fuck, I guess not. Now this is where the movie gets truly wild. You might have thought it was crazy before, but now it's just cranked to 11. So, after realizing he is dead, Jill's dad tries to confront the shark, who apparently can do this. Hey! Yup, the Ouija shark can shoot fireballs. Also, the dad's reaction to getting hit just being like, "Hey, stop it! Ow! Ouchie! That hurts!" But then, Ghost Dad remembers his occult training.
Mystic Shield!
Now this is cinema. Finally, Ghost Dad unleashes his ultimate ability, and it's truly a sight to behold. What the fuck, man? I guess his occult training had become a rocket-propelled grenade day. At least, after all that, Jill and the cop are finally safe, and they... Oh, guess I spoke too soon.
Fuck you, fish face!
But when she tries blasting the board with the shotgun...
This is for my dad, you aquatic douchebag.
And finally, the Ouija shark is destroyed. And with the Ouija shark defeated, it would seem like the movie is wrapping up. But the movie has one more twist. And whatever you're expecting, I can promise you, you're going to be surprised. We cut to the hooded figure from before, who's somehow still in possession of the board, and he makes a phone call to... That's right, it's Donald Trump. The Orange Oaf himself is behind Ouija Shark. Now that I think about it, it's actually not that far-fetched. Like, I can imagine Trump pitching a ghost shark program in some, like, Secret Service meeting. Imagine it cuts to, like, the Mexico border, and it's just being patrolled by hundreds of ghost sharks. And that is where the movie ends, with Donald Trump prepared to launch Phase 2 of Ouija Shark. That movie was something. It certainly wasn't good, but I was damn well entertained by some parts, so I guess they're doing something right. That's going to be about it from me today, but if you enjoyed the video, I'd really appreciate it if you would like the video and maybe subscribe. It's also my very first YouTube video on this channel, so if you're here, thank you for being here from day one. It actually means a lot. If you have any ideas for movies you'd like me to look at in the future, just drop them in the comments. Have a good one, guys and gals. SteamedJames, signing out.